What is up, guys? It's Sir Grandpa of the Grace here, back again with another unboxing video. Today we finally have a new character to look at after nearly a year. Yeah, Dodge. I think Dodge was the last one that I got who was actually a new character, not a variation or a replacement. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. And well, actually, I have to tell you the truth. I have already unboxed him, so yeah, to make sure that it's in there, because I couldn't film the unboxing video as soon as I came home. So yeah, I had to clarify that everything is in place and cool, so I could tell the seller that it's all right. No sanctions have to be taken in order to get my product, because I did get it the first time. Yeah, but yeah, here's the package. I already cut it up here, as you can see. He was in this little black baggie, and it's, of course, as you saw it from the title, it's Bertram. Wow, finally I have the last piece of, actually not just from diecast. I mean, I for a second I thought that maybe I need another narrow gauge engine from other merch lines, but I think I cleared. No, I still don't have Ivo Hue, but yeah, I have Proteus from Wooden Railway. But yeah, besides Ivo Hue, and if we're only talking about diecasts, I have every single narrow gauge engine character as of now, which I'm really glad about. Bertram is quite rare. Since Vinted came into Hungary, I started to order many other ERTLs, like many more ERTLs. I had the access to many more ERTLs since Vinted came into Hungary, via the other countries that are also in that association. Like Romania has a lot of ERTLs, Poland, yeah, because Hungary apparently did never sell them, or I'm not sure why the other Balkan or Eastern European, Central European states have them, but yeah, Hungary does have a really few out of them, and those really few were also, I think, imported by private people. So yeah, he's in quite good condition if we're taking a look at him first glance. Yeah, I'm pretty glad about this. I mean, yeah, he's a monumental character to have, because, you know, I'm a, so to say, narrow gauge engine enthusiast. So yeah, I'm extra happy to finally clear out the diecast narrow gauge engines. It's actually much better condition than I expected. Just a little chips around the edges, but that's understandable. And of course the funnel, every single funnel is chipped, which is metal. That's why I don't like metal funnels in the first place. Whatever. When was he made? 1997. Okay, well, I'm gonna put the exact release date right here, because currently I don't recall knowing when he was produced. But yeah, of course this guy reuses, and now we're gonna compare him to Duke. Reuses Duke's model with a new face. Nothing quite surprising, we already knew that. Most of you probably already seen or have this guy, so yeah, nothing's gonna be new here. I'm just gonna make a little review because I'm too excited to not do that. So yeah, he's a much darker brown, obviously, was just repainted in the TV series. He didn't even speak. Like, he's one of the few characters who did not even have a single line, but he was, like, I wouldn't say the center of an episode, but he was like a MacGuffin type element in Toby's discovery. But yeah, he still did not have a single line. I mean, he could have said something, but at least now we have the freedom to make up his voice as our own interpretation. Yeah, I imagine him having like a really deep wise slash cracky voice, you know, like this, like, I'm Bertram, the old warrior, or something like that. So yeah, if I'm ever gonna use him in my series, I'm gonna voice him like this. I did use him in my Search for Proteus movie, but that was the Schlord's copy. He lent it to me. I mean, he brought it to me when he came here in the summer. And fun fact, that's the only item he brought every single time he has been here, because yeah, I still never had him, and we sometimes used him in videos. So yeah, that's why he was important, but now it's not necessary because I have him now as well. But I just told him that just for the heck of it, he should bring it, because he always brought it, and now he's gonna bring it because now we have both of them. So yeah, it's like a monumental send-off to the Bertram, or not having Bertram era, which was not cool, because yeah, not having Bertram is not cool. I used to not like this character, but he's grown on me over the times, because I figured that just because a character doesn't have anything like literally no bad traits to him, no traits at all. He can be a good character if you fix him. You don't even have to fix him. You just have to give him a personality on your own. Basically, he's so insignificant of a character in the original TV series that he did not even have a line. So you can even make up his voice. You can make a literal OC about this guy, and only his face and body has to be the same as in the TV series. He can have literally any personality, anything, because nothing suits this guy. Like, he's a base character which you can be creative with in any shape or form. Basically, that's what I like about him. But yeah, he's gonna be this old wise slash character, you know, a little bit more. How should I say? Of course, a little bit less wise than Duke, but also a little bit more braver than Duke, because he's the old warrior. And yeah, he's gonna have a personality in my series, which I'm gonna figure out later on. I just got him, so I never really had the time to think about it. Also, looking at it here, his paintwork is pretty shiny, considering how he's nearly 30 years old. Like, look how Duke's is. Well, no, Duke is actually also pretty shiny, but I see some extra shine on this. Like, yeah, the camera can't really capture it, but in person, it's definitely like shinier or something. I don't even know how to explain this. Like, you know, the Hot Wheels premiums, if you collect Hot Wheels, the main lines are less shinier than the premiums. Like, the premiums have an extra clear glossy coat. But yeah, I mean, of course, this was made in China, so it's not really applicable. It's an entirely different company, but still, I see that kind of shine on it, which is interesting. Yeah, his lining is definitely faded. It's interesting because mostly the brown stayed intact here, but the red has faded away. Here too, on the boiler it's still pretty good, but yeah, we have to fix it up. Handrails also. The roof is quite good. Same with the tender and with the coal piece in it. Well, it's unibody, but still. Of course, his unibody tender, which I don't like about the ERTLs, but he's not that long, so it's not that big of a deal. I can live with it. His face, yeah, I definitely have to fix up his eyebrows, because yeah, I'm notorious for fixing eyebrows. And yeah, it's quite decent. I wouldn't say it's professional level, but it's quite decent how I do it. So yeah, I don't like my items without eyebrows, of course. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Yeah, I can't really fix up the brown because I don't have this exact shade of color, but yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, I love it. Like, the condition is cool. He was pretty expensive. I should address that. He was pretty expensive, so I expected not that bad condition, even though he's a rare character in my country. Yeah, you could say that, oh, why didn't you just order from eBay? He's been there for like blah 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 prices. Yeah, but with the shipping and the tariffs and taxes and everything I have to pay after it, it's not worth it. This guy was 10,000 forints, which I'm gonna like put here. How much is that in dollars? But yeah, I figured that what was better for me. Like, this was my sign to get this guy, and I didn't care about the price at this point. Like, he's one of the most, actually, after getting Dodge, he was the most anticipated character I still did not have, but I wanted to. Like, yeah, because even though he was not a main character, I just addressed that he was like the literal opposite of a main character, but you can still make him like not a main character maybe, but a character to being like a significant character. Yeah, so to say, a significant character, and that's what I'm planning to do with him in my series. So yeah, I'm extra happy I got him. He's a bit dirty as well, so I have to clean him out a little, especially you can see here in the wheels. I don't like my items dirty, especially if I don't know where that dirt came from. So yeah, I'm gonna wash them off after this little video. I hope the windows will not come off with that. Oh wait, is that also a sticker on Duke? Let me see. Oh yeah, that's also a sticker on Duke, but it's so intact, like it could not even capture it. On camera, it even is more obvious than in person. Yeah, you can see the sticker here. I knew the front one was a sticker, obviously. It's starting to peel off in the corner, but here, I just noticed that on Bertram. Because here it's starting to peel, but yeah. Maybe I'm just gonna go over him with a cloth a wet cloth or towel, something. But yeah, I don't want the windows to be even more ruined. Yeah, of course his face needs a little touch-ups. Oh yeah, the main problem with Bertram, but that's besides the condition, like it's literally from the factory, the Bertram, the U instead of the A. I have no idea why this was like the way to go. Maybe because his nameplate wasn't visible in the episode and they thought, or maybe it was. Yeah, I don't think so. It was when he was like going in this direction on the camera at the end of the episode. It wasn't near really noticeable, so I didn't think it was. You were able to read it. So they just thought that it was pronounced like Bertram. I have no. Yeah, it was. It's pronounced like Bertram. It's not Bertram. Bertram. Yeah, Bertram. But yeah, this name exists besides Thomas, so he could have just used that as a reference because yeah, this is not accurate. I mean, of course the 2016 Wooden Railway got it right, but the Trackmaster first had this on the nameplate as well, like basically because of the ERTL, I think. They wanted to put that on there, but that was fixed by the time the final product came out. Like the prototype does have the U. I did fix the Chlord's one to have the A, but I was pretty stupid and I only put the A on the U, so yeah, it's pretty interesting how it looks. Like you got the nameplate bulges out in this one letter. I think I should have just printed a whole new nameplate in this font and color out for it and just put it over it as it is. And that's what I'm going to do for mine, and I'm probably going to alter his as well. So yeah, because that looks pretty ass. And well, I think that's it. I just wanted to compare him to Smudger real quick, the faces. The faces are actually different, even though in the TV series they had the same face. I saw some people putting the ERTL Bertram's face on the ERTL Smudger because that's more accurate, but to be honest with you, I actually like the fact that their faces are not the same, because to me, in my headcanon, and I think officially too, like there's just conspiracy theories that these guys are the same character. Yeah, Tom Swanwick to Henry III even made a really good series, or I think like a special about it. That's really nice, that's really interesting, but that's not canon for me. It's not the way how it's canon for me. So yeah, these two guys are separate from each other, because in my headcanon, they were literally working together on the Mid-Sodor. And now, of course, since Smudger got found in my series, there's no way that they can be the same character. Well, yeah, before finding Smudger, there were some questionable theories about us being the same engine. Well, now, fortunately, that's debunked. So, the different faces also prove that theory right, that they're not, or like that fact, basically, because that's a fact. They are not the same character. Sorry, fans who think they are, but yeah, for me and for the the officials, it's not. Yeah, Smudger is in a bit tarnished condition, but I can't really find a better one, so it's decent enough for me. But yeah, I like the fact that these two faces are a bit different. And this face, maybe I'm just saying because I saw it enough to be in retrospect, but this face suits Bertram more than Smudger. So yeah, I'm glad that Bertram got this face instead of that face. When was this guy got made? 2001? There's no way this guy is newer than this guy. So like basically why didn't it just... I think that this face, because this is more accurate to Smudger and Bertram's faces in the TV series, this was the upgrade from this. But yeah, I'm gonna address who was released when in here, like on the screen, with their respective colors so you can differentiate. But yeah, I can't recall them in my mind now. But yeah, this was the review. A little review of Bertram and some rambling about random things, basically. Just me being excited about having finally a new character, and not just any character, like the literal last piece to the puzzle with my diecast narrow gauge collection. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This was Sir Grandpa of the Grace, signing out. Peace.